Veterans. This little-known benefit could be the key to unlocking exclusive hiring opportunities in the federal workforce. If you served in the military, this could help boost your chances when applying for federal jobs. If you've never heard of the 10-point preference, fill up your coffee, put on that schmedium grunt-style t-shirt, and get comfortable. When you apply for a job with the federal government, certain veterans may be eligible for a hiring preference. This preference is designed to give veterans a better chance of landing a federal job. Now, there are two main categories of veterans preference: 5-point and 10-point. In this video, we're focusing on the 10-point preference, which applies to veterans who meet specific criteria. The key thing to understand is that the 10-point preference gives veterans more points in the application process, making them more competitive. While the 5-point preference is available to veterans who have served active duty during a qualifying war or campaign. The 10-point preference is awarded to veterans who have a service-connected disability. So if you have a disability rating from the VA, meaning your injury or illness was linked to your time in service, you can be eligible for the 10-point preference. So what is the difference? If you served during a time of war or campaign and are not at least 0% with the VA, you'll get the 5-point preference. If you haven't submitted a claim yet to the VA, fix yourself. Everyone should at least have submitted a claim. I think we have a misfire. Go ahead and tap that subscribe button, rack that like button, and I'll bang out the rest of this video. So how will this impact your application? The 10-point preference essentially adds extra points to your application score. This means that when the government is considering candidates for a job, your application can be ranked higher than the other candidates who are not veterans or who don't have a disability rating. In some cases, this could be the deciding factor in getting the job, especially when you're competing against a lot of candidates. To claim the 10-point preference, veterans need to submit the right documentation with their job application. This usually includes proof of service-connected disability. You can get that form on the VA website. Once you've submitted your application and the required documents, the hiring agency will review your eligibility for the preference and factor it into your application score. Now, you might be wondering, how exactly does a 10-point preference affect your chances of getting hired? Well, here's where things get a little interesting. The preference doesn't guarantee you the job, but if you're highly qualified and have this preference, there's a better chance to make it to the next step in the hiring process. So in short, the 10-point preference is a way to honor those who have served by giving them a leg up in the federal job application process. It's about having the right qualifications for the job. And don't hesitate to reach out to the VA or a career counselor to help you. This is the first video in a series that will discuss VA benefits.